Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to Popternative. This is the talk show podcast where we talk about a bunch of really cool things. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. On social media, you know me as PD Beats. A film called Golden Arm is coming out in theaters and on digital April 30th. And we were speaking to somebody who we're going to see in this. Betsy Sodaro is with us. Betsy, welcome to Popternative.
Thanks for having me.
I'm really excited to chat. One thing I really love about this film is the fact that you're diving into a world that we might not be familiar with that much, is the world of arm wrestling, which is very exciting. What was that like working on a film about the world of arm wrestling?
I didn't really know it existed until reading the script and doing the sizzle reel and stuff. And then, and Anne-Marie was like, oh yeah, I was in a charity league and everything. And I did this. I was like, wait, what? I love it so much. It blew my mind. And it was such a blast then learning all about it from Dot Marie Jones, because she was an arm, she went to Moscow to arm wrestle. That is so just I thought that was truly only in movies.
Yeah.
From the 80s. But it's really exciting to see that there is a world where people and ladies can kind of go leave their everyday lives and get fun and weird.
An escape, absolutely.
An escape and just be I'm going to be this huge character and just have a blast. And my kids are at home. Yes, let's do it.
The movie comes out on the 30th, but people saw the trailer for it, and all the reaction I've seen from the trailer is the fast-paced, quick wit, which I think happens in this film. I mean, that must have been, like you said, it was so much fun to shoot, but the dialogue and the things that your characters say to each other is just amazing. Talk about working with the cast and crew more about working on this film.
So it was really incredible and special because we knew, so many of us knew each other.
Yes.
I had worked with Maureen a bunch. I'd worked with Mary Holland a bunch and Eugene. And so there's that immediate comfort with everyone. And also we all come from a comedy background. So there's also that immediate, we have each other's backs. We will say yes to whatever choice each other makes and just go bonkers. And we all really care about each other and are good friends and love each other. And so there's that immediate feeling. And the whole crew was so awesome and nice and down to do whatever.
Absolutely. But it's so cool though, because you focus, it's a comedy, it's a unique perspective on a different world that we talked about the arm wrestling, but it looks so good. The championship and the hair and the makeup, it's so good.
Dude, it was and Maureen came in with it being I want it to look like an incredible sports movie.
Yes.
Also, the humor will be there, and now we gotta have it look badass. And when I saw I think it was a cut without color or sound completely done, and I was blown away. I was like, this looks. Wait, I didn't know you could do that.
And the thing is, the art of making trailers, Betsy, is something we don't talk about as well, because the trailer just, I've seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer. The trailer gives you a great taste of what to expect. It shows how big scale it actually is, which is amazing. Yeah, I know. For you specifically, though, you do wear many hats. I mean, we're not wearing hats right now, but you do wear many hats. You do the podcast, you do the stand-up comedy, the TV, the film. When did you notice in your career that it was important for you to kind of do a lot of different things? Was it early on in your career, or what? When did that happen for you?
I think it was pretty early on, of just kind of even just coming up in at Upright Citizens Brigade and stuff, just kind of being yes, I'll do improv, but ooh, I also want to do sketch, and podcasting's a really fun way to do stuff and get stuff out there.
Yes.
And then like I had always dreamed of like, whoa, what if I could be like on TV or in cartoons or whatever?
Yeah.
And I think it is also once again that kind of mentality for me personally of just like, I'm down for yes, and I'll do whatever as long as it's fun.
Absolutely. No, for sure. And it's funny because people know you've about like the sketch comedy, the improv stuff as well. I need to know though. I'm curious, Betsy. I mean, Golden Arm, there was a script for this film. There was a script. You read
Yes.
lines.
Yes.
Was there a good amount of improv and in this film as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there was. But it was really cool because it was like, oh, we all were like, yes, this script rules. I have a weak vocabulary, so I like to fill it in with colorful bad words. This script rules, and then Maureen being like, well, I also really want it to feel natural and loose, and you and Mary and our whole cast are improvisers, so let's like go for it. But it was that thing where it was like every day in the morning we would meet up, me, Mary, and Maureen, and just kind of be like, okay, cool, like what are the goals of each scene that we need to hit? And then from there we can lose our minds and see kind of what lands and what doesn't. But yeah, it was so fun going in with a really fun script already, and then just being able to be like, should we try this weird thing? Let's do it. Yeah.
And it's pretty cool too because you and Mary both I don't know when they were like filmed because sometimes certain like we don't know exactly like the Golden Arm might have been filmed before these projects, but you were both fresh off pretty cool movies that came out. Happiest Season with Her, Hubie Halloween as well. It's pretty cool to kind of see like both of you in like together in this as well because there is familiarity, right? People are like, hey, I just saw Betsy in Hubie Halloween. Hey, I just saw her Happiest Season of Hulu. That's cool too, right? It's like a tag team almost.
Isn't it? It's nuts. It's truly, truly nuts. And we actually shot Golden Arm right before both of those for us.
Okay.
Like, it was truly like Golden Arm. I was like, well, I'm going to shoot a little bit in Hubie Halloween. And then Mary's like, oh yeah, and in a couple of months I'm shooting Happiest Season.
Yeah.
And that just felt so like, and it is very cool and timely that both have come out in this year leading up.
Because that's the thing. Let's be completely honest. You know this. You've been in the industry for quite some time. People like that familiarity. People like that. Oh, I've seen that person in that. Oh, I know her from this. They like that. That works. It works.
Yeah, it works for me. Like I'm always pumped when I'm like, I like that person. Good. I need more of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The obvious answer to this question is you hope people enjoy it. You hope they recommend it to their family and friends. Diving deep to it a little bit more, Betsy, what are you hoping people get out of watching Golden Arm?
I really hope a big thing for me and what really got me excited about this movie and while we were shooting it, getting even more pumped about it, is showing that story of the best friendship.
Yes.
Because I feel so many things focus on like romantic relationships and stuff where it's like, oh my God, there's so many other important relationships that are not romantic, but where that best friendship is gigantic to me. And just kind of like, I mean, I love Chris Farley, and that's what I loved about like Tommy Boy was just that heart and like, and it was so funny, but like the heart and just seeing their friendship grow. And when I read this script and as we were shooting it and stuff, I was like, whoa.
I know. You mentioned Chris Farley. Beverly Hills Ninja is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I just watched it like a couple of weeks ago.
But I think you guys have something with Golden Arm. Honestly, I watched this film, and it's one of those films that I could definitely on a late night after doing some work, as I'm putting it on again. And that's what I think this film does as well.
Awesome.
Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it is one of those, because I have a bunch of those comedies and stuff where it is like, oh, it's comforting, and I feel I discover new things
Yeah.
every time I watch it.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
feel I've seen Tommy Boy so many times, but there's now these like little moments where I'm like, I never noticed that. And that's funny.
I know. It is so funny. Betsy, thank you so much for coming on
Ah.
Popternative.
Thank you for having me. This was a blast.
Yeah, so the movie's coming on April 30th in theaters and on digital. So it's pretty close. It's Calm Before the Storm. It's almost here.
Yeah, dude.
Which is amazing. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
I'm on only Instagram, and that's just at Betsy Sodaro.
Amazing. And very quickly, I just need to know, because I am a dad joke connoisseur. You're a comedian, so I need to tell you a joke. What did the female drummer name her 3 daughters?
I don't know what.
Anna 1, Anna 2, Anna 1, 2, 3, 4. With that note, this has been Popternative. YouTube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Betsy Sodaro and Petey Beans signing off.
You got me, man.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.